My boyfriend 28M keeps bringing up his past one night stand that he had a couple months before meeting me 22F. It's driving me insane because on the one hand I know he wasn't celibate before and of course he had sexual relations before me, so did I. But on the other hand it leaves me feeling so insecure and just wanting to know more about who she was and why it didn't work out. How did it happen? Was she a friend of one of his friends? Did someone that I know now from his friend group introduce them at the time? Did they meet at the bar I used to work in too? Did he bring her back to his apartment? Who is she? Was she better in bed? Would be totally unjustified and overreacting of me to ask him to either stop mentioning it at all or tell me the whole story in detail just so I can have some peace of mind and stop the speculation. Too long didn't read. Boyfriend keeps bringing up his past hookup that he had right before me. I don't know details of it but I want to know about to end speculation that is making me go crazy. You know why he's doing this to make you insecure. Frankly he's too old to be behaving like this. Have you asked him why he keeps bringing it up? As others have asked, why/how is he bringing a random awareness to conversation this long after the fact with any tangible frequency? I'm drawing a blank as to how that's even possible without weird, obnoxious behavior. In what context is he bringing this up? He's doing this on purpose. You really have to get these insecurities out of your head. Everyone has a past. Dwelling on it clearly doesn't do you any favors. Why is he continually bringing this up? That's honestly weird. My 32F girlfriend wants to meet me, 29 meters, on Christmas after she dumped me 2 days ago. We'd been together 3 years and she dumped me because she felt we were not at the same stage in our lives. She was ready to settle down and didn't feel like I could give her the love she needed. I have just started a new career and have been focusing too much on work. We had broken up over video call and met up last night to talk face to face. I basically put everything on the line and let her know how much I loved her and that I wanted it to work, but understood that if her feelings were not there anymore then there was no hope. I just wanted to have no regrets and do everything I could to try save the relationship. She stood firm to the breakup. I gave her some Christmas presents for her and her family and she broke down in tears. Then when I dropped her off at home, she was telling me that she still loved me but just didn't think it could work out, but was trying to stop me from leaving and asking me to come stay the night with her. I said it was a bad idea and left. Later that night she began texting me to thank me for meeting up with her and asked if she could call me today. When she called me she was just checking up on me and wanted to meet up tomorrow to give me my Christmas present. I'm conflicted right now as I don't want to meet her if it's just for her to give me a present, as I feel like it would hurt me more than I would appreciate the sentiment. But at the same time, I care about her and don't want to be an asshole. What should I do? Too long didn't read, dumped 2 days ago and ex wants to meet up to give me a Christmas present. Be honest, I don't want to meet her if it's just for her to give me a present, as I feel like it would hurt me more than I would appreciate the sentiment. Your well-being is just as important as her feelings. One could even argue that because you guys broke up, you, singular, are not entitled to give her feelings special consideration. There's nothing wrong with your declining to see her, and there's nothing wrong with simply telling her what you wrote here. It's okay to spare yourself additional pain. Take care of yourself. She is probably having second thoughts about breaking up with you, and is looking for an excuse to see you. If you still want to give it another go, I suggest telling her something along the lines of, if you would like us to try again, yes we can meet. If you'd like us to remain broken up, I would rather not see you anymore, not because I don't care about you, but because I need to prioritize myself. That should clear up any confusion she has. She will either stop texting you and won't bug you about the gift, or tell you that she might be willing to give it another go. Good luck. Tell her to leave the present at your door or re-gift it. If she makes a decision that she won't budge on, then you should both stick to it. You pull that band-aid off, prolonging will only increase the pain. As a single guy, you put yourself first. No sex? No problem. I, 36 meters, am in a relationship, with 30F, going on 4 years. We fucked like crazy when we first started dating, 3 or 4 times a day kind of thing, but when we moved in together the frequency dropped to less and less. We talked about it a couple of times over the last few years and both said we'd like to have more sex, but after initial attempts it just kept falling away again. Now we only have sex on vacation, and sometimes not even then. It goes about 4 to 6 months between sex now, and when we do it's good. Good, not mind-blowing, but we both have fun. We normally say we should do this more when we're cuddling after, but invariably we don't. Our relationship is pretty good with lots of cuddles and kisses, lots of fun, good communication, spend a ton of time together, plenty of love and affection and attention, but just no sex. I masturbate a few times a week, and to be honest I find that sorts me out. I'm not sure why, but it's like neither of us can consistently put in the effort to initiate or have sex now. It doesn't actually bother me that much, and having talked about it in the past I'm worried that if we talk yet again we will just repeat that pattern. Maybe this is just it for us, very infrequent sex, and that's how it is. The only reason I am posting is that culturally I think it would be viewed as abnormal. But help me out Reddit, are other people in long-term happy relationships with hardly any sex? Or is this broken? Too long didn't read, long-term relationship with not much sex, and that might be okay, but not sure if this is something other people have found themselves in. First, most people completely overreport the amount of sex they're having with their partner. Second, I think that being insecure about reaching an imaginary benchmark is silly. Your sex life is perfectly normal, and if you're both happy, then even better. I have been with my partner for 23 years, and we're in the same situation, or at least a similar one, because the lack of sex sort of bothers me. Not because I want to have sex, it's more that I feel we should be having it. But yes, you are not alone. Same here, after 10 years. We keep saying we should aim for twice a week, and managing twice a month. I want him to want me as much as he used to, but do I want sex for its own sake? I don't know that I do. It's difficult. Looks okay to me if no one is unhappy with this settings. It's better to not feel pressure to have sex. If you're both cool with it, then who's to say it's not alright? But also maybe jacking off less might make you a little more fired up about it. It's refreshing to see a post like this with comments like these. I am in a similar situation, together for 6 years, had tons of sex in the beginning and now it's a couple times a month, and have been driving myself nuts over it because I feel like we should be having more sex, but I just don't want to, and he's not initiating either, but we're very happy and content otherwise.